Look who has returned glasses. Glasses have returned, mostly because my eyes have been hurting, so I can't put my contacts in, but glasses are cool too. Hello, my name is Penny Tablet, and welcome to the cursed town of Sparrow. You're watching A Reader's World. Hey guys, so recently I just read the Wicked Deep by Cher Earnshaw. I'm really sorry I said that wrong. I really don't mean it. It's just I'm terrible with speaking. Really enjoyed this. So I recently was just testing, and it was a great pick-me-up, a great comfort read, even though it's like really creepy and spooky. But anyway, I really do recommend this book. This is a lot of fun. If you don't know what this book is about, all you need to know is witches, and that will instantly get you in. After the book was recently released, Netflix announced that they picked up the rights for it to make it a Netflix movie, I believe. And so since I was just recently reading the book and a lot of you guys liked the idea, I decided to make a fan casting video of who I would want to play the characters in this book for the Netflix movie. Now, Netflix, if you're watching this, please listen to my recommendations. But these are personally my opinions. These are personally my castings. So if you disagree with them, that's fine. But if you have your own castings, I would love to hear them down below in the comments. That sounds amazing. So I think we should get into I think there's only one character that only has one person I want as them, because there's always different interpretations with all these characters. I think you could imagine them in any way you want to. So I will have different actors for each character, so just bear with me. So let's get started off with fan casting our main character, Penny Tablet, who's kind of sarcastic, a little bit feisty, but she can do both a dark side and a light side. So my first choice is Angourie Rice. If you don't know who Angourie Rice is, if you are a Marvel fan, she had a small role in Spider-Man Homecoming, where she is the one that's on the TV screen doing the news. But if you don't recognize her for Spider-Man Homecoming, a lot of book fans will recognize her as, what's her name? Rhinona. Is that how you say her name? The main girl in that. That's who I'm fan casting as her. It's that face that looks like a penny. Because when I think of Penny, I think of a blonde for some reason. Because hairspray, I don't know. She just has that kind of feel to her. The next person to, I think would be really good is, this is personally for me, Isabel Gomez from One Day at a Time. I think she would be a really good Penny too. I think since that she is a part of a Netflix show, that gives her a lot of edge. Like she does in One Day at a Time, she can play a role that has two sides to her. Because I think playing Elena, she has a comedic side and then she has like a more emotional side, and I think that's a really good thing to have two ways of playing it, and I think she would do Penny a really good job. And if I ever not make a Moxie fan casting, she would be the perfect Vivian Carter, saying that right now. Hire me as your casting director, but Hollywood, come on, you gotta. The next one on my list is another Netflix star. I mean, not really star, because the show was canceled after one season. Her name is Peyton Kennedy, and if you recognize her, she is from Everything Sucks, which recently premiered on Netflix, recently was canceled off of Netflix. Like, the character in Everything Sucks that Peyton plays is this kind of shy girl, but in the end she kind of evolves into her own person. I think that's really sweet. I think that Peyton could really do a job with that, and I really want to see her with more roles, because the main character in Everything Sucks was very good for her. I really loved her in that role. I think that's a very good breakout role, and I hope that Penny Tablet is her next one, because that'd be really nice to see her act more and more roles. The last one on my list is kind of just like an add-on in. I mean, they have already been in so much young adult fiction movies, but you know, I'm putting them in there, and that is Amanda Stenberg. I think they do a great job with every role they are given. I'm really excited to see them in the Darkest Minds movie. They are also going to be in the Hate U Give movie, which also pretty hyped for. That's really all I have for Penny Tablet. So our next character is the mysterious and beautiful Beau. B stands for beautiful. And I have a few castings for this. Let's go off with my main one. The main one that I came off of when I was reading this book was James Scully. I felt like with James Scully was the perfect, I felt he looked like the part. Problem is that as a teenager, I want to see teenagers or people close to the age of teenagers in teenage roles. I think he's like 25 years old. I don't know who this guy is. He's going to play JD in the Heathers TV show. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Sad for him for that role, but I think he looks the part. I think he would be a great Beau. Maybe if he was a little bit younger, though. I have some backups that are younger him, so let's get to the ones that are actually the age that Bo should be. Because Hollywood, stop casting 25-year-olds to play us. There we go. So the backup to that one was Lucas Jade Zuman. That's not how you say it, but we're just gonna go with it. So Lucas, if you don't know, if you recognized him from anywhere, he plays, crap. Brittany's gonna murder me so much for this. Gilbert. And with an E. I can't wait to see the next season of him and see what he does more, but he plays Gilbert like really swaggerly, and I think he'd be perfect for that. I would love to see kind of a mysterious side to him. I think that would be really, really cool to see him in that role. The next one on the list is another person from Everything Sucks, because, I don't know, those people need jobs now. That's Elijah Stevenson. He played Oliver in it, and I think if they dyed his hair black, perfect Bo. He plays that swagger, he plays that like feeling to him, and you just get sucked right in. You're instantly connected with this guy because he's so cool, and I think he would play a really good job with that. So the next casting I have is the one character that I only have one casting for because this is the only person I can imagine them as. Penny's mom has to be played by Winona Ryder. It has to happen. Any female character over the age of 30 has to be played by Winona Ryder to get my approval. So if you don't know who Winona Ryder is, which you should probably get on to that, she recently had her turn role as Joyce in Stranger Things. I think she plays Joyce really well. I think the thing that makes Stranger Things, her character, so well is that like you know she isn't crazy, but you still kind of get what the town is getting from her, that she is crazy. Penny's mom really, really well because she's already played that kind of character. In Stranger Things, she is this caring mother, and I think that would be really good to show with Penny's mom. So next one on my list is Rose, and Rose, oh gosh, Rose is that awesome, redheaded, badass best friend. Anna, you're my Rose, just to tell you that. Here's the thing, with all these castings, I know people are going to be like, they're too young! Not in 3 years, y'all. So the first one I have is another person from another Netflix show, because that's where I get all my young casting. Netflix does a really good job is casting kids in TV shows, because they always cast the really good ones. And I chose Amy Beth McNulty. She is the main character of Anne in Anne with an E, and I think she would play a great job of Rose. I would love to see her play a different character than Anne because I haven't really seen her in anything else. I think this would be really cool for her to play. I think it would be nice to see her do something different because Anne is such a unique and imaginative character, and Rose is just Rose. So I think that'd be really nice to see her do that, and it'd be really cool. Next one on my list is another redhead, and that's Sandy Snick, who recently just got added to the cast of Stranger Things Season 2, and some people hate her character, some people love her character. I love Max. Shut up, you haters. Rose is that kind of character who cares for people and cares for others around her, and I think that'd be a really good role for Sadie to have, kind of more mature. On my list is a person that's a little bit older, but I think she's the perfect imaginative, and that is Annalise Basso, but, oh, she's 19! Oh, she's good, we got her, she's good, we're good. So I think she'd be really good. I think that'd be really good to see her in that role. That'd be really cool. She just has that image. I've never seen her or anything, but she just has that image of Rose that I can be like, ooh, that's Rose. I mean, if you have a person named Rose and they're not a redhead, what are you doing? The next person that I casted was Gigi Klein. She's one of the girls in the book. I don't want to spoil it, so. First one on my list is another person from Everything Sucks because everyone in that show is about the age of 16 and up. Sydney Swanee. Sydney Swanee played this character named Emmeline, but I think she would do a fantastic job of doing kind of one person and then another person. I'm not gonna spoil the book for you, but something like that. In the show, she does a really good job of playing the mean girl, but then she turns out to be this really nice girl, and I think that diverse persona could really work. My last person for my GD pick is Laura Hara. I can't speak. I'm sorry, I can't speak. I'm really terrible at that. So if you don't know or recognize her, she is in Spider-Man Homecoming, and she plays... Oh my god, I seriously just watched this movie 2 days ago! Peter Parker's love interest, and I felt she was really good in that, and she just looks kind of like that nice girl cheerleader part. She kind of plays the popular girl in that movie, and I think she would fit a really good job with that. So we have two characters, Olivia Green and / Lola Arthurs. I decided to combine the two together because in the book they're described as basically the same person, just doubled. So basically the twins from The Shining. So the first one I have on my list is Isabel Furman. That's not how you say it, but we're just gonna go with it. if you recognize her and you're like, that looks like someone from my childhood, she is. If you grew up when The Hunger Games was still coming out, because she played Clove in The Hunger Games, that light and dark side, so I think she'd be a really good job with that, because she was also in this, like, horror film, and I think she'd be really good with that. So my last person for Olivia Green and/or Lola Arthurs is Freya Tingley, and I know she's 22 years old, but she looks like she's, like, young. I've only seen her in Hemlock Grove, which was this Netflix TV show that was kind of creepy and weird, and I think that fit really, really well with Wicked Deep. In the show, her hair turns white, and that's how I imagined her as Lola and Olivia, because they dye their hair in remembrance of the Swan sisters. And I think she'd be a really good job with this. Spoilers for Hemlock Grove, but you're not ever going to watch it. She plays this very nice character, then she turns evil, and I think that would be really, really good for her for this role. So, if you're wondering why I didn't choose the Swan sisters or to fan cast them, I think it's open to interpretation, because the only times you really, really see the Swan sisters is in that flashbacks, and I don't know how the movie's going to present those flashbacks, but somehow we are. We'll find out when the movie comes out. Now, are you excited for the Wicked Deep movie? Who are your fan casting? Comment down below what you think. And also, would you want to see another fan casting? There's a lot of book to movie adaptations being optioned for rights. And would you want to see what my opinions are on who should be casted? Thank you guys for watching.